all your life going to a certain place, then you don't realize that, when you're young, when you're little, you don't realize that this is different from other people's houses. Other people, they don't live this way. And yet, you're supposed to know yourself that you don't even live that way, but you go to their house and you say, yeah. So, my grandma and grandpa Bandy, they lived on a farm. The farm had been on in the family for generations, at least two, maybe, I don't know, maybe even three. And they had no running water. They had no indoor toilet. I mean, they had the fireplace they had wasn't even a fireplace, it was a pot-bellied stove. The electricity that they got in, and Lord knows what year that was, there were like bulbs in light. Well, best I can remember, it was the den, it was the kitchen, and it was the dining room. And I think there might have been one in the living room. So that was 4 rooms had a bulb hanging from the ceiling. Now, if we needed additional electricity, which I know that my grandma liked to listen to the radio while she was making lunch, so she could hear the obituaries and things like that. And I guess she listened to other news, but the obituaries is what she was mainly interested in, because she'd tell Grandpa who had died. So if she wanted to watch anything, she had to plug the radio into that. You know how those things plug it in? Mm-hmm. And if I wanted to watch TV, Daddy brought them a TV, because Grandma and Grandpa never watched TV, because they said when they went to bed, that life felt like it was like a rolling movie screen, round and around and around. So, and I never even thought, until recently, I never thought, well, Grandma didn't have running water. And the reason I say that was she had a pump in her kitchen, and I had forgot all about that water pump over near the sink. So the truth of the matter, she didn't have running water. She had a pump, and then she put the water onto the stove for washing dishes and all that stuff. And I was just thinking of, how hard is that to live? And then wash day was a whole day. And I can remember helping Grandma with wash day. She would boil the sheets over a pot out in the backyard, that big black pot that Lawrence got.
The witch's pot.
The witch's pot. And then she would take them to what she called the wash house. And it had one of those wringer washers. Do you remember a wringer washer? Mm-hmm. It had a wringer washer. Remember that blue one they used to put in the whites to make it whiter? Mm-hmm. Grandma was all about that blue one. If you got bit by insects, she'd put that blue one on you.
Mm-hmm. And then she put that on you.
Yeah. And then you had to run everything through that wringer washer. And then you had to carry it out to the line. You had to hang. Washing clothes was an all-day affair. It really was. And, everything they had to do was just hard. And to think that they were in their 70s doing this stuff, maybe you grow up doing it, but I would certainly hate to think of that. I can't do it today.
Yeah, you don't know any different.
I'm afraid we're turning into a pumpkin if she's going to get her Santa Claus pictures.
Mama, tell the camera bye.
Bye.
We're going to have to hit the road, darling.